So, loved one, I was going. This is a new end of my life, new end of my day. And today was very terrible, very very terrible. So you know, this day just was all right, as every day, but on this day I just got a call from my dad, and you know, he just told me that he wanted the person that tried to cheat me will take the money because he just don't want to take care about this thing because it seems from for him just very complex, and it's a very experienced person and whatever like this shit. And if I just was on the place, on my place, and I just could get into for this fight with the person just fucking try to cheat for me money on my first time of my life, I will just take this person. I will and I just was absolutely you know write what I just need to write and take the money that I just should take from him and just send him all the thing, and I will just fucking order this thing. But because of it just depending on my parents, everything just got messed, and I just couldn't do nothing, and right now I just can't do nothing. And because of my dad just pretty afraid to send what he just should to send, you want to just pay about this thing, and it's absolutely disappoint me and make me feel bad first you know about how this type of a person succeed about what he did, because every time I just was the person that opened all the fight, just try just success to achieve what he just want. And right now there is a person that fucking cheat me and get the money, and all the blame just on me. Yeah, that I just opened all the thing, but I didn't open everything. I didn't own anything. Yeah, I just actually was nice, and it's so badly and so uncomfortable. So he just said that he want to pay the money and don't care about nothing, and I said to for him that it's just it's not good, and you know it's a stroke, and it's a just it's a nonsense and a cheat later and a cheat thing that just require for money. So just send what I just wrote, and finish with this thing. But he's just absolutely afraid about this thing, and he don't want to be busy, and whatever like that. And and it just disappoint me, and on this day it's absolutely make me pressure, because it's just full about me. Yeah, that a person that absolutely I should take money from him, take money from me, and all the blaming just on me. So I just feel that this incredibly unfair on this situation. I just feel this. I just feel very shit about this thing. So on this day I just couldn't work normal. Yeah, I started work as everything just normal, and I just couldn't. So you know, I just was on a good action about every step of the way. Yeah, I just behave with this person for a really right way. And right now I just wrote a really you know good thing to send, and I know that all the thing is just cheating, and all the time I just speak normal and just try to just finish with this thing and do what I really need to do. And I just feel that I just 100% do fucking good. And eventually everything just crash. And so in the one side I just can't blame myself because I absolutely feel that I did the right thing, and in the other side I feel pretty shit about what happened. And you know so it's actually feel like a pressure of my life, and that's what I felt when I just tried to work. And today it was so hardly, so I just stopped everything and I took a break, and I just tried to spoke about this thing. And I just tried to do something because you know it was so hardly and impossible to just get concentrate about what I just need. And you know it was just a big trouble. Um, in one side, I just felt that with all of my action, I just prove myself. And the other side, I felt very badly about what happened because I just said to myself that it couldn't be happen. I couldn't pay for this person. I couldn't stop this thing, and I want to win this shit. Yeah. Um, but that's what happened, and I feel like I feel that I lose, and this is so badly to feel like that because when you do everything nice and you lose and you get the blaming, so it's just really 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 awful. But more than it's awful, you know all the time just my parents try to they just try to convince me that this is the right thing to do right now, to just finish with this thing. And I just can't agree with this thing. And you know and it's not actually do good for me, to just fight with them, and to make clear in order to just you know in order to just explain that this is not the right thing to do, yeah. And nobody who is this, if it's actually a cheating and just a lying thing on the later, on the requirements, on the everything, it's not something that we should fucking pay. And you know I should to make myself clear. And you know I just try to speak clearly and just make clear this thing. But it actually didn't work. And because of that I also blame myself, why I just maybe, I don't know, yeah. Maybe I just wasn't clearly, maybe I just failed, maybe I just lose on this shit, and I pay money for this shit person because of me. And it's not because of them, it's because of me. Maybe I just didn't really make clear, so clear that this is the right thing that we should do. We should to just stop this shit. We should to just attack again. We should to just you know do something in order to just defend, in order to just you know don't let just somebody take money and you know it's absolutely lying. And every time there is a loop that on my brain and I just can't work and I try to work and I can't and I try and just fucking can't. And it's every time happen. Every time I just try to work, and again there is the same thing on my brain. Just you know I asked myself if it just did good on this way. So why it's actually arrived for this position that I just so disappointed of. Yeah, if it's because of me on this point, or it's because of me of this point, or it's because of me of this, because it's something that I just was so disappointed to lose, because I know it's a nonsense, I know it's a lying, and this is make me so shameful and just embarrassed. It's make me embarrassed to just lose for this shit. and and it's make me feel like I did something wrong, and I just did here something that make you know this thing, and it feel very bad. It feel very bad. um so I don't know what I just can say. I don't know what I just can say. It's very uncomfortable for me. It's very uncomfortable to just let them pay, or just fight with them in order to just make myself clear. And you know I just absolutely sure that I told the right thing. But again, because it was a fight, and also I just too much time lonely. So you know everything that actually make me pressure 10 times than you know everybody else. And I feel this thing when I work, I feel this thing every time, I feel this thing in any position, and it's really hard for me. And today, it was so strongly. If I just knew that I did the right thing. I knew that all the time, everything that she was just was fine. I can't say that I just did something wrong. I just didn't try to cheat anybody. I didn't do something that absolutely, I just was right. Yeah, about everything. And and I know that I just can't blame myself, but again, every time I just have the same loop about this position, and why it just happened, why it just happened, and maybe I just should blame myself about this thing, or I don't know. um and it's just very, very, it was very hardly for me to just you know keep going like that. And even I just was on the zone, because as I said, every time I did the right thing. So I felt that I'm on the right line and everything is all right. But again, I just had a lot of pressure of me, all of pressure that I just couldn't control, couldn't just release. And you know and eventually I just stopped to work and just took a break and just did something. After it, I just got back to work, and and eventually I just finished all the thing. But again, there is something inside me. Even I just feel on the zone sometimes, actually most of the time, and I feel that everything is all right, and I just I don't know how to actually explain this thing. I feel some pressure of myself that I just can't explain. Yeah. It's a pressure this part I just control, and this part I just in the zone. It's just a really big pressure that was on me, and it was very fucking heavy, very fucking heavy because of what happened.